Listen here, fuckers. The views and opinions expressed on this podcast should not be taken seriously. All jokes and banter are not meant to be taken up the ass. And no, you may not speak to my manager, so get back to not doing your homework or not doing your job and enjoy the Rolling Thick podcast.
Are you ready?
Rolling thick.
Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Rolling Thick podcast. I'm your host, and my name's Teddy.
And I'm Buns.
You know, a couple episodes ago, I said welcome YouTube.
Did you?
Yeah. This fucking flashback from when I used to do YouTube. Hey, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back.
Oh my God! I keep pushing buttons. I keep refreshing chat. My bad. I shouldn't be allowed to do things. It's just not. I don't know what I'm doing.
But we're back. It's episode 7.
Yeah.
Is it 7?
I think so. We have been so consistent. I'm so proud of us.
So, some crazy things that's happened a couple of weeks. I mean, the last week that we've been on.
Hold on. First, one thing. I have been looking at my desk today, and remember at one time, I don't remember if it was when we were streaming games or we were doing podcast stuff, and it was like, what's the most randomest piece of shit on your desk right now?
Mm-hmm.
What's yours?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Cups. I have this expired chocolate that gave me diarrhea yesterday.
Where'd you get that from?
My brother. It expired.
Of course.
It expired in July of last year.
And when did he give it
I
to
ate
you?
half of it.
When did he give it to you?
Yesterday.
For what? Just because?
Just because. I don't know.
Okay,
He has a whole
that's
stack
funny.
of them.
'Cause my brother gave me expired chocolate for Christmas once, but he bought it with the intention of letting it expire and then gifting it to me.
Hell yeah. That shit gave me
It was a
diarrhea.
long game.
I woke up at 3 in the morning.
Huh. That's no good.
Fucking ridiculous.
That's no good. No, I was just thinking that because my daughter was downstairs today and she brought me things from, I have a random box of Jell-O. And I was just
That is
like,
fucking random. It's
Of
gonna.
all the things.
If anybody sees that, you eat Jello out of the box.
It's literally just sitting next to all my other trash of snack graveyard. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Let's catch up what happened this week for you.
Oh, so I think we talked about this yesterday when we were just in here organizing stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't like getting political, but this is one of the things that we've hit topics on.
Yeah.
So China is threatening a cyber attack, and the
Mhm.
government's like, we're gonna shut or the CIA is like, we're gonna shut everything down and help them. Is my question. I don't know. I think it's funny.
I told you, I called it. They heard our podcast and they're like, hey guys, I got a genius idea.
It just ties everything we've talked about the last couple months with the cyber attack, and then the rich people building bunkers. That makes a lot of fucking sense now, and a little bit of the natural disasters happening here that's gonna
I'm a little
cause more
disappointed
of a
nobody
chaos.
has reached out and asked us to be bunker buddies with them
Me
and
too.
offer us safety within their bunker.
We'll do the podcast from the bunker, dude. It'd be great.
I know. Who wouldn't? So,
But
we're open.
Yeah.
Open to friends. I need 6 beds because I gotta bring everybody with me.
Oh
So.
damn! I
And
just
you
need
probably
need 2.
You need at least 3 because you gotta bring your kids. So if anybody's
I mean,
got
I do it with 1. I can do it. It's a king size.
well, I mean, we need enough for we need enough for 10 bodies.
Don't call it bodies. That sounds so bad. We need enough space for 10 bodies. But yeah, I don't know. It's funny how politics works because, we're about to go to war, but we still do a lot of exporting and importing with the same country we're about to go to war with.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Which I think is funny. But then, yeah. And then another thing was the skyscrapers the hotel that we're talking about.
Yeah.
They're it's stupid. A 3.8 million, loan to fucking get it cleaned. Just taxpayer
Just
money.
Fight everything. Like, why?
My thing is they're just flipping the page in the book, giving them like a fresh start, just to go back in there and fucking spray paint all over again.
You can make your mark this time.
Like, I don't know if they don't understand, if the city doesn't understand that the reason we go tagging is because of shit like that.
I know, but I'm saying, like, now you have you're bummed because you didn't get the opportunity. They're cleaning it just for you.
On my way.
Teddy can go leave his mark.
I have spray cans right here. I'll be there shortly.
You're ready. You're ready.
Yeah. Crazy. We had another earthquake in California.
Oh, how was that?
I was asleep.
Did it wake you up, or did you just hear about it the next day?
No, I'll sleep through a landslide. Wake up at the bottom like, the fuck happened?
I'm all the way down in San Diego. What?
California's an island now? What happened?
Oh, boy. Nothing's been exciting happening here. Just life.
Just lifing.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
that's catch up with you guys. You guys are doing great. February's almost over.
Living life. Yeah, I know. It's supposed to get warm. We're supposed to be like in the 60s and 70s, which I know is like normal for you guys right now.
No, it's been raining.
Oh, really?
It's been raining the last 2 days, and it's gonna rain Monday, Tuesday, I think. Forecasted.
Good Lord, you guys are turning into a rainforest down there.
Yep, we're going on rain, which is cool because California is always crying about their rain.
I know. You guys are gonna get all.
We'll be back to being
forest fire season. Forest fire season's coming.
Yeah, I hope it prolongs as much as possible, shortening the summer season because I fucking hate the summer.
Like the ACs and all that, and the fires.
And then if they turn everything off and I can't fucking do shit, and there's no AC, we'll move to Canada.
That's the one thing I don't. That's like the one thing I don't miss about living in California. Those summers are brutal. Power surges, the summers. Ugh, pass.
Yeah, like the city will turn it off on purpose and be like, "Oh no, power shortage." Bitch.
I know, right? It's weird because I realize I'm gonna have been here almost a year now.
Oh, that is crazy. Damn, it's been almost a year.
Like I moved almost a year ago, and it's just like crazy to think about. Like what I was doing this time last year and what I'm doing now. So I mean, it's nice. I have a place of my own things, but it's just weird.
Me too.
How much has changed in a year, you know?
Yes, me too. Today we're doing what are we doing? Hypnosis.
We're learning. We did some hypnosis experiments, and we're just gonna kind of talk about hypnosis in general.
Okay, before we get to what happened,
I am so excited.
Okay, I want to hear what happened with you first. I want to hear.
No. I want to hear Teddy's story first.
Okay. This is.
I have been holding on to my story for like months. That we put this in like our podcast lineup.
You did it months ago.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you recently did it like I recently.
Oh no, I did it again last night. Like we're good. You know.
Okay, so this is before I tell you what happened. This is my conclusion of the experiment we did. She sent me a video. In the video, like the guy explains he's like gonna help with relieving anxiety and stuff. And with that being said, it did relieve some of my stress and anxiety and some of the weight that I had been carrying around for a couple weeks, just because what's happening in my life. It did. It helped a lot. I got a really good night's sleep last night, just from doing that. So that was great. I recommend it if you're open minded and you can give yourself. Because I had to do it a couple times because the guy in my brain, he was laughing at the whole thing. Right? So I was just, I was trying, so I had to do it a couple times. And what I think is it's hypnosis, but it's more like a guided meditation where the guy takes you through steps to get your brain to calm down. So because anxiety and stress it's just a chemical in your body that's fucking you up, right? And what he does is he helps you put away that those chemicals to go back to where they came from, right?
Interesting.
So when I was doing it, I had like an out of body experience almost, to where like I didn't feel like I was laying in my bed anymore. I felt like I was kind of like in floating. I don't know. It was a little strange at first, but with concentration and listening to what's going on, you're like, damn, this is, it really, like when a dog shakes, like when the dog shakes, it's letting go of all the stress. That's what it felt like at the end. I felt like, I felt like, damn, that was just like I do when I because I used to meditate. When I would meditate, it would take longer to achieve that feeling. That only took like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
So I feel like it wasn't like what people think hypnosis is, like, oh, with the fucking little clock, and
like you walk around clucking like a chicken.
Yeah. But it was, to me, it was more like a guided meditation where he took me to where I try to be when I used to meditate. Yeah. So it was
interesting.
It was interesting, yeah. Yeah, I don't knock it. It's great.
So for me, my experience, I don't know if it was like when I did it the first time, like I kept seeing the video and the guy kept popping up on my For You page. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I didn't have my kids. I was alone and I was sad and anxious and just freaking out about everything going on in life. And I was having a lot of panic attacks, and because, there's a whole history I don't need to go into. But anyway, so I was like, I'm going to do this. And I was already like super high on my anxiety. Like I was shaking, panicking.
Like, drugs.
No, not high on drugs. I hadn't tried those yet. Keyword was yet. However, when I did it, there was a part where, he counts down and he's like, when I reach 5, you're going to be completely relaxed.
Yeah.
And like, he did that. And like, as soon as it hit 5, my whole body just went like just felt like dead weighted.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if it was the one I sent you that he said that, but he's like, try and lift your arms. And if you can't, it's working.
No, he didn't go there.
Okay. So he did that with, like, I'm pretty sure he said that in the first time I did it. I couldn't move my arms and I panicked. So what was supposed to be relaxing, I was like, I can't move my arms. And then I was like, well, if I try too hard, then I was like, okay, but that means it's working. And I was like, but what if I can't move my arms ever again?
What if I'm stuck here forever? Your phone dies. I was like, hypnosis. He's just a couch potato now. Oh fuck! Your mic muted.
I was like, okay, but then if I can't move but I know like hypnosis, most of it's in your brain. If you don't believe or let it work, it's not going to do anything.
And that's what my brain was doing the first time.
So I was like, okay, I could break my concentration and then maybe I could move my arms. But I'm like, but then what if I can never get it to work again? It's clearly working. So like I had this whole crisis inside my brain while trying to calm down from anxiety. But on the other hand, I was like, it's actually working. So maybe this might work. It was a whole thing.
That's hilarious.
And so, but it did. It relaxed me and calmed me, kind of. But then I was still panicked because, like, I couldn't move my arms.
Yeah.
This dude spoke through my phone, and I couldn't move my arms anymore. And I didn't dare try and move anything else because I didn't want to break the hypnosis, but I also wanted to break. It was like it was a whole crisis. But so yeah, it was an interesting experience.
That's hilarious.
And then so last night I did a different one. I did one on kind of like manifesting your future, because I really do believe, like, if you think about it and believe it enough, it can happen. Obviously, you have to do some work. You can't just sit there and go, universe, do it for me, please, and thank you. You're welcome. But I do definitely believe in the power, the law of attraction.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm gonna, and I've like this whole year, like that's kind of like my New Year's resolution is to really believe and work towards the law of attraction. If I believe
have you
it,
done a
it'll
vision
happen.
board yet?
No.
No.
But I visualized it in my brain.
My brain.
I didn't say I was doing it perfect. Anyway, I started with hypnosis. So last night I did one on manifesting your future and what you see your future being. And not like the future in the next couple months, but like your future in the next couple years. And it was like there was a point during it all where I wasn't like in my room or my bed anymore. I was in the house I envision having, and my family looks the way I envision it. And, and I envisioned, like, I felt like I was actually there and it was happening,
That's good.
And like, I knew what I was doing for work. I knew what my job was. And I everything and like I said, like I eventually didn't even hear the dude's voice anymore. Like it was still there, but it wasn't really a part of it. I was just living my little life in my happy little cottage, doing my happy little farm life. And then, and eventually I snapped out of it. But, same thing when he does his little countdown. At first I thought I was doing it wrong because I'm like, I'm relaxing, but this isn't working. This isn't what it felt like before. And like, as soon as he hit 5, it was like, boom. And I'm like, oh, that's right. And the first thing I said to myself was, don't panic and don't try to move your arms. Like, just relax.
Let
it happen.
That's fucking funny. Yeah, it was a trip. It was crazy.
I don't know if you looked at his page, but he's got all sorts of, he's got ones for like helping with motivation for exercise, help for motivation, like quit smoking. He's got things on motivating you to like just go after your dreams, confidence, love, like all like self-love, all the things. Basically, everything's positive. I haven't tried all of them. I've only done like a couple. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know.
Did you know there's different types of hypnosis?
Really?
Yeah. So I have a list.
What do you mean, like types?
So okay, like well, let's read them. So there's traditional hypnosis, which is like the most popular method with the use many professions and different types of fields, to open up, either like a lost memory or...
Yeah. Oh, right. Yes. I don't want to do those.
No. Didn't we do that? Like I think a couple years ago, we found out you have sleep paralysis.
Oh my god. Yes, we have unlocked way too many memories for me on this podcast alone without the use of hypnosis. I don't want to know what else is locked away.
That's funny. And then there's one called NPL, it's like a neuro linguistic programming, approaches to communication and personal development and psychotherapy. The first spread. What? Oh no, it's gonna get hella technical.
Never mind. There's only like a couple. We're good.
No, but from what it sounds like, it helps you, because they use hypnosis to like get rid of quirks, stuff like that, right? To trick your mind into.
What are you telling me? I can get rid of all my weirdness?
But you need to go to like
hypnosis.
that type of hypnosis.
So like SpongeBob episode. Hi, I'm normal.
Yeah, like that.
Wonderful weather we're having.
So like, and then there's hypnotherapy that uses hypnosis to deliver therapeutic results, mostly to relax and calmness, kind of like what I did last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's like 15 different types of hypnosis.
Well, you know what started me on the idea of it was my parents actually went and did hypnotherapy for weight loss. Probably like
But that's
20,
like an indoctrination, right? Like a
probably like 20 years ago. So what they did,
brainwash.
this is how old we are. I am is it like they had appointments with an actual therapist, but that therapist gave them cassette tapes. Yes, cassette tapes.
I remember those.
Pretty sure they were on cassette tape. Maybe they were on CDs, but it wasn't MP3 files. I can tell you that much.
Came in floppies,
and it did. No, it wasn't that bad. Floppy disks weren't big enough to hold media files.
to fucking stack like this for the first chapter.
But so my mom, I remember my mom specifically would be listening to her tapes like at night. And it worked really well for them both. Like they both lost a lot of weight using it. And the way my mom described it is like everything tasted like something that was normally
bitter.
Like not even bitter, but like Crystal Light, like the basically flavored water at this point.
Oh.
That everybody uses now, the Mayos, the Mios and whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like we would make those all the time. And my mom said, like, once she started doing her hypnosis, she's like, even those tasted way too sweet. Like, she needed it completely watered down to taste good to her.
Oh, yeah.
And so it just altered the way that they tasted food, I guess. And like I said, it worked. But again, they stopped using their tapes. And, that's how lifestyle changes what's important. Not so much gimmicks. Was it a gimmick? No. Yeah. But if you don't keep doing it, it's not going to keep working. So I think that's what started my dad on his journey to try and become a hypnotherapist himself.
Oh, because he saw that it was working.
Because I saw that it was working. But it was like another 10 years later, because it was after I was married and had my daughter that he started taking classes for hypnotherapy to become one himself. And he asked me, like, when he was doing it, he's like, "Can I hypnotize you?" And I'm like, "No."
You just kept thinking back to the Pokemon with the fucking little clock.
I was like, well, I didn't. Well, because one, I believe hypnosis does work because again, I had already seen it work on them. But the idea of my father hypnotizing me, I was like, when you get hypnotized, you don't have any control over what you ask or what you say. Mm-hmm. I didn't want my dad hypnotizing me and figuring out what his sweet little angel of a daughter actually was. Because I was like, I don't know what questions he would ask me. And I don't know if I would trust him to not ask questions I wouldn't normally want to answer.
So it sounds like hypnosis is
maybe he would ask me where my cat actually came from, and he'd find out that I didn't actually find her in a park. I went and picked her up from some lady off Craigslist. Like
you bought her?
He didn't need to know that. He didn't need. No, she was free, but I made up a whole story to keep her.
That's cute.
I didn't need him to know I lied. I'm his precious baby girl. He didn't need to know I was a monster liar about my cat.
So it just sounds like hypnosis, like the real one, right? Because every time I say hypnosis, I just think of this cartoon guy with the fucking
the
watch,
little
watch making you cluck like a chicken, like you said earlier. But it's just to like change your.
It's just to change your pathways in
like,
your brain, basically.
To better control your thoughts, right?
It's almost like a brain. A reset, an update.
No, it's like
defrag.
You know how they say, like, if you want to have a good day, you have to start the day with positive thoughts, right? And
yes,
they would linger on through the day, kind of like that, right? If you can train yourself, through hypnosis, right, or self hypnosis, to sleep at a certain time, or to quit smoking, or to relieve anxiety, help you lose weight, stuff like that. It sounds like it's just changing the way you think, actively, right? actively trying to change the way you think versus just trying to let it happen on its own, right? Which I think it's very powerful because someone like me that was like extremely lazy in school because I couldn't focus and I couldn't pay attention and I lacked a lot of interest, right? I think something like this would help me to change the way I saw school, right? And maybe help me with focusing, right? By changing, because it sounds like you're just controlling your thoughts, right? To skew it in the direction of positivity, right?
Yes. I'm curious if it's I see it. Part of me is like, even though I've done it, like I did the whole thing and I know I don't feel like it was a placebo effect, but the other part of me wonders how much of it is a placebo effect. If that makes sense. Because like you said, when you were doing it, you had your experience of like where half the time you were like, this is bullshit. Like, this is ridiculous. And then you had the other experience of where, oh, this is actually working. And then, I had my experience of, crap, this is working. Shit, this is working too good. And what if this stops? Like, what's going to happen?
Take me now, Jesus.
It's one of those, like, how much of it is a placebo effect? Mm-hmm. Like, I felt like it was working. So is that why it worked? Or
yes, because at the end of the day,
but the other part of me is like, does that mean any of my accomplishments? Like, say I do this. Say I use this dude's hypnosis video every night for the next 6 months, and I turn my whole life around. Did I do that, or did he do that?
You did that.
Like,
you did that, but he helped you influence that with his words because you can't do it to yourself.
So I have to share credit.
I mean, well, yeah, they're his audios.
I don't know. They are.
Because if you take the time and you create your own videos and you create your own audios, I'm sure you would have the same effect if you did it on your own.
Can I create audios to hypnotize myself?
Yeah,
with myself.
Because like I was saying, meditation is a lot of that, right? Where you isolate yourself in silence, right? And in your head you repeat, those positivities to yourself, right?
Yeah, I guess there is the the daily affirmations that you're supposed to do in the mirror. So, you're a beautiful person.
Yeah, and that's meditation, right? So and when I used to meditate, I would do the same thing, right? Where I would calm my mind, I would empty it, and I would promote these things that I wanted to bring to fruition, right? And and slowly you change your mindset into that direction. So like, yes, he helped you because he has the audios that help you go in that direction very well, mentally, and then you don't have to think about it yourself. It's helping.
It's more efficient.
Like I said earlier, it's meditation takes a lot longer for me to accomplish what I felt versus him.
I've never been able to accomplish meditating.
It's extremely hard. It takes forever because it's like you're just initially you're trying to trick yourself right into this state versus with his help, you kind of just have to be willing to let yourself go into that state versus trying to trick yourself. Like, right, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. You just turn around because it's you.
You're like Superman. Yeah.
Go.
And jump. I know he's got some videos on there a lot, like jumping timelines and things like that. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I want to fuck with that.
Ooh.
But I also kind of want to fuck with that.
Yeah, it's called timeline therapy. It's based on the premises of memories and stored in linear patterns. So basically, I kind of want to see this. I want to read the description of this because
Please hold.
when I
we
when I
didn't
brought
we didn't do our homework.
no, it's because when I brought up the different types of hypnotherapy,
Yeah.
like the timeline therapy was like, what?
Yeah. So, but see, I've heard a lot of. So I've been in the past like few months. I've really kind of dived into like, especially I don't know if you remember about like the planets all changing alignment and like 15 years bad karmatic crap was being adjusted and everybody was gonna like get good karma again and all that stuff. Like, so I've kind of dived into that side of guess it's called witchcraft. I don't know. Just that side of
the witchcraft,
not Christian beliefs. And part of that is also like changing timelines and getting yourself to like your most like
so listen to this.
ultimate best timeline.
The goal of timeline therapy is to unconsciously change the client's behavior patterns so they can reach present experiences based on present conditions and not react to situations that present themselves today based on emotional links to previous life events. So it's technically is to stop you from okay, like me right now, the whole dating thing, right? So I have to based on my previous events on dating, I had really bad, bad luck, I guess. So I have to stop myself from going, oh, it's just gonna end up like that, right? So timeline therapy helps you react to, we're just saying right here, react to present experiences based on present conditions versus how it went prior, right? Before, which that sounds kind of for people with like,
that seems helpful.
Of course,
I know my past has like interfered with my life a lot. Like my past is always ruining my present. I shouldn't say always. I've worked really hard and I've had a lot of help and patient people in my life that have helped me not continue to make. Like I've been able to break the cycle for the most part. Like it doesn't take me hours or days to break a cycle. I can recognize it.
You
be
can
like,
recognize them. Yeah,
this isn't good, and I can, try and alter and understand, unpack it, and move forward, and not have it take days or weeks or even a month or two. Thank God, because that used to be horrible. Yeah, if I could have done that a lot faster, that would have really saved me a lot of depressed days in bed. Just curling up in a blanket and wishing for death. But interesting. I don't think that's the same timeline therapy that the witches are talking about jumping, but yeah.
Cognitive hypnotherapy. Ooh, I kind of want to see what that is.
I think I know when my dad was going through trying to do it, I believe he was trying to do it through helping people with their addictions and pain management. Because a lot of people that suffer from chronic pain have consequently a drug addiction that goes along with it. And so I feel like that's where he was going with it. I wish he was still around so I could talk to him about it more now that I understand it a little bit better. But, that's the way life is. But I don't know. I kind of want to see somebody in person and get hypnotized a little bit now. Really unpack my trauma.
Hypnosis is it's really, that word is really like cliche. I feel like because
it was such a show it was just a show.
Yeah.
It was always like we have 10 people on stage and we're going to hypnotize you all. And again, it was making them do
everybody
crazy,
was
silly
paid
things.
Actors and stuff like that.
Basically. And so you didn't know if it was true or not, because it's like you could tell if somebody's going to put me on stage and say, "Hey, I'm going to give you $300, you just have to do whatever I say." And all they do is make me, cluck like a chicken and walk around and say things. Like,
what a slut.
Yeah, sure. Give me give me money, But I feel like now there's a lot more. But again, it's funny because it's not even talked about really anymore.
No.
at all. I remember, like I said, when my parents were doing it, there was actually like a couple billboards in the city promoting it. And now I don't see it anywhere. And I don't know if it's just because there's a lack of people using it, a lack of people understanding it.
I think because of that stigmatism behind it, because it's just been it's been morphed into this like a mockery, basically. But
I don't know if it was morphed into a mockery. It started out as a mockery, and it's kind of stayed that way. It's hard to it's hard to get people to see it as something that's actually useful.
Yeah, because the mind is really powerful. I've always believed that.
Well, it is. Like I said, the power of the universe and, the power of manifestation.
In my brain.
And I honestly, I feel like, and we'll probably touch on this again with a couple episodes we have planned coming up, but like, I feel like a lot of people's religious beliefs and everything are really just different ways of manifestation.
Yeah.
And that's why they work. It's not necessarily that they work because your God's like answering your prayers. It's working because you're manifesting it.
Yeah, because
if you pray every single day for something to happen, you're literally manifesting it.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, if you take away the religious part of it, it's just this self manifestation.
It's just a different way of manifestation. So that's my take on it.
No, it was God.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to get in trouble, but and so for me, this like the whole hypnosis and the power of like actually diving into your brain so deep that you're actually in it, and you can sit there and whether it be unpacking your dreams or unpacking your anxieties or your fears or your insecurities. Like, how different do you think I almost kind of want to try and see if we listen to and do these hypnosis things every day for like 2 weeks.
Consistently.
And see,
Yeah.
and just consistently every single day, nighttime, whenever it works for you, and see how see if it actually changes and betters our life or not.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see how it would make it any worse.
Can only go up from here.
Damn it. Okay, so I have a couple Reddit stories here. I don't know if you want to listen to them.
I'm always down to listen.
So this guy says, I was hypnotized on the cruise ship a few years ago, and I ended up trying to masturbate on stage.
This is why people don't...
So that's not what the host wanted me to do either. I can't really remember what happened in detail. I remember being a bit drunk, being almost pushed on stage by my family, and then sitting down, aware that I was on stage in front of a buttload of people. I remember closing my eyes and hearing the guy, normal hypnotic chanting thing. You know, the fucking, you're gonna be a chicken. And then it was like no one was there, and I was alone, still on stage, but extremely horny. I remember thinking, well, if no one's here. And then get it out of my homie, and when I suddenly snapped out of it to laughter and horror. This feel like that was his drunken mind taking over the hypnosis.
So
scoot over, bro. I got this.
So what I'm hearing is, don't hypnotize yourself if you're under the influence.
He was on stage. There was a hypnosis there.
I know. I'm talking about what my takeaway from that story is. Don't hypnotize myself at home while under the influence.
Don't do it while you're drunk. Drunken thoughts always win. Okay?
Noted. I will not hypnotize myself.
The fucking horror. I would just jump off the cruise. Be like, yep. I'll swim home, guys.
Well, bye. It was fun. See ya. Oh my god, that's...
This is...
Again... See, there's so many things that could go wrong.
It says your mind takes over and then you just start doing things. That's funny.
No. No.
Cause like, okay, I remember a long time ago, I saw this video. I think it was on the news. They were talking about it in the news, and I did my own. I started going into it. But this guy, he robbed the place by hypnotizing the stewardess, like the lady, like the front clerk lady that was there. And this guy walked in, right? And it was back when like security cameras didn't have audio. You see this guy walking, right? And he asked the lady something, and the lady's like, "No, we can't do that here." She's like, "No, go away," right? You know, shoo him away or whatever. And he fucking like does something with his hands and snaps, and then all of a sudden she like gets all stiff, like posture corrects, and she gets all stiff, right? And then he says something and snaps again, and she turns around and she walks over to the filing cabinet and she opens it and she pulls something out, like paperwork, and then he does like another snap or says something, and she turns around and she comes back and she hands it to him, and he grabs it, and then he does like this other fucking thing with his hands, and I'm pretty sure he's saying like, "Oh, you're not gonna wake up for like 10 seconds," and he walks away, and then she just comes to, and she's like, "The fuck?" She's like looking around like, "The fuck just happened to me?" And it's like, it's that type of shit that's like, there's no way that's real.
I don't think that's real. I honestly,
it was on
like,
the news.
I don't see how. I know, but think about it. She had to have known him. She had to have been an accomplice. And they're like, "I have a way you can help me, and it won't be your fault."
Just pretend I hypnotized you.
Exactly. Like, that's a perfect crime almost. He's gonna get in trouble. Like, it makes it so that your teamwork becomes a one-man show. So the lady can be fine.
I can see what you're saying, but they still got to take it to court.
Well,
like,
I know,
you
but
see
how
it
are
on the
you gonna,
video,
like,
happiness, man. How can you?
I know, but like what she said, I was hypnotized. It's the same as pleading insanity.
They're gonna lock
It was
her up.
crazy, like, you know, like. But
you
I
think
mean,
if that was real,
you
do you think you're
you
aware?
can't get hypnotized. No. Well, see, that's the thing. My experience with hypnosis has been laying in my bed, covered in my blanket.
I can see what you're saying. It's not something. It's not a superpower somebody has. Like, boom.
No, you can't just walk. I could not walk up to you and hypnotize you in 2 seconds and have you open the vault to the bank that you worked at. Like, it's not gonna happen. There's some amount of, you can't just get into that deep of a state where you don't have any awareness of what you're doing and you're just a robot, like freaking Office Space, and just doing whatever. You can't get into that deep of a hypnosis state and just like in 2 seconds just poof. Like, what kind of witchcraft is that? Doesn't exist.
Even the shows that did like bring in hypnosis, right? People that do that shit, it was kind of that fast. Where it wasn't like a whole.
But again, there's shows.
True.
I honestly, I would have to experience it, but I don't think I would ever allow myself to experience it because
You know what it reminds me of?
I like having control over my body. I don't even drink enough to get drunk enough to not control my body.
I don't
like. I could not imagine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never drank enough to the point where I like lost awareness of what I was doing. I've never been blackout drunk.
I have a couple times. It's not fun. Don't do it.
I mean, that's just one of those things that I've always wanted to make sure that I mean, I've woken up and not remembered a whole lot, but that's different.
Is it?
Yes. Because the parts I do remember, I remember like being fine with, so whatever. But like, I've never gotten to the point where I didn't have where I could have actually been taken fully advantage of, you know? Like, I like having that control over my body. Eddie.
I've told the story, I think, a couple times now. I woke up in bed in my boxers and a shirt that I wasn't wearing the day before.
Yes. So I don't feel like I would ever be comfortable enough letting somebody hypnotize me to a point where they could just tell me something to do something and I would just listen.
Look, if I'm aware of what's happening, that would scare the fuck out of me. Like if somebody hypnotized me and then somebody like I'm aware of what's happening, I just can't control it. I think that's worse than forgetting everything.
Oh, I think they're both pretty bad.
No, because forgetting everything, I can. Time would pass where I'm okay with it.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't think I would. I would not be okay with either of those situations. And if I had to like pick one, I would just pick none. Nope. If I had to pick one, I pick 0. I like. Yeah. No. I would. The only way I would let it happen is if I had another trusted individual there to make sure that I was not made to do something that I normally wouldn't be comfortable with, you know?
They hypnotize their friend too.
That'd be terrible. And I'm talking about like innocent things. Like I wouldn't want to be put on stage. Like, you know, I'm not talking anything weird or gross. People, get your heads out of the gutter. But just like I don't want to make a fool of myself.
Yeah.
You know? This podcast is enough of that, and I consent to it fully. But,
sorry.
Like, but yeah, so I really have a hard time believing that the ones that are done on stage are actually
legit
believable.
Oh, that's what I was saying. It reminds me
the ones that happen quickly. That is, like the ones that take a couple minutes to get started. That I would believe a little bit more. But if it takes like 5 seconds, boom, you're running around.
What about the ones where like they turn them into like a stiff board and they like float? Have you seen what I'm talking about? Like they get like the very popular ones. Like they get some lady.
What do you mean?
Hold on. I'm explaining. I'm explaining it.
Explain faster.
They like start and they're hypnotizing this lady, right? And you're gonna get stiff as a board, right? And she gets all stiff, and they take her and they lay her on a table, like on a chair, where like half her body, like half her body isn't like being suspended, and then she just like lays there like. And I know it's doable, but you have to be like in shape. Right? It's just like
you gotta have muscles in places most of us don't know we have muscles.
You gotta work those muscles nobody works. Yeah.
Lady probably woke up the next day going, "Why is everything hurt?"
But it just reminds me of there's this guy, I forgot his name, but he went around like a lot of like martial arts like dojos, and that he believed were teaching a bunch of bullshit. And one of the most interesting one was like this guy said that he can create a force field around him, and nobody could touch him with this force field. And it's like everybody in his fucking dojo would play along with this idiocy, right? That he has this fucking force field around him. Yeah. So this guy came in and he's like, "Well, I challenge you in your fucking force field powers." And he goes, "All right." And he just kept slapping the shit out of him because there's no fucking force field. And I think it's like the hypnosis that make you believe it's like all this fast. Like I would wish I was in one of those shows. I could just be like, just slap him like nothing happened.
Manifestation only goes so far. You can't manifest a force field.
But yeah,
it doesn't work that way.
There was another guy that he said that he could turn his body into jelly and just like ricochet all the hits. He got his ass kicked. That was great.
He ricocheted all right.
Oh god.
What the fuck?
Just to show you that people believe anything.
There's so many. Yeah. I don't know. Weird out there. It's weird.
I don't think people can be hypnotized into like doing stuff. I think you can hypnotize somebody into believing something and maybe changing their beliefs. But doing something physically, like
oh yeah, are you talking about the clucking like a chicken?
Yeah, like that. Clucking like a chicken, or forgetting how to talk.
Yeah. No, I feel like you can in the right. I don't necessarily believe you could do it on stage because, again, just based on our brief little experiment alone, you had to really be comfortable and able to relax. I don't know about you, but if you put me on a stage and tell me to relax, I'm not gonna be able to.
The butthole is puckered, all right?
It is not gonna be a relaxing time. It is not a place to relax. My body is not gonna be like, okay, go ahead. I'm in a field of a meadow with a little crinkling brook. Like, no. No. I'm on a stage with a bunch of people watching me. I ain't gonna fucking relax, dude, and you're not gonna be able to hypnotize me. So, but if I was in a room alone listening to a tape or TikTok video in modern days, that's a different story. And so but I feel like if in the right environment, you could be, which is why it's really important that you're careful what you watch and listen to and who you allow to hypnotize you. Definitely don't just go like all these, like the person that the link I sent you and the person that I sent you to was one that I had already done and like made sure I wasn't going to go crazy doing.
Yeah.
Because they can definitely, like if you realize you're one of these people that can allow yourself to be hypnotized, it can be dangerous because you can do the opposite of good, bad.
Makes
damage.
you forget how to
Thank
breathe.
You. I mean, I don't think it would do that, but I feel like you could definitely have some negative results in your life and your mindset. And it could lead you down a path of making your life, making your anxiety worse or
worse, yeah.
Just your whole life worse. Make you a very negative person instead of helping you be positive and productive, which is what I think the goal is for anybody that's seeking this type of
definitely
therapy or insight or just to experiment with. You're not looking to nobody looks to make bad changes in their life. Everybody is quite capable of doing that all on their own without help.
It'd be great if I was financially what's it called?
Secure?
No. Anyways.
Well off?
I make bad financial decisions.
Oh, financially savvy.
Savvy? Like with tech?
Yeah.
How about
Yeah,
irresponsible?
Like tech savvy, but with no, we're looking for. Are we doing positives or negatives?
Negatives.
Oh, yeah, I'm financially irresponsible. Could be
Me too.
worse, but I
Me
could
too.
definitely.
I tried it this month and it just kicked me in the ass.
I
tried
though. I try every month, and I'm just like, something will change eventually at some point. Hopefully, maybe sometime.
Oh yeah, watch this.
So there's that.
Do you think?
But no,
Do you think hypnosis can work? Like, in I'm gonna take this to like another conspiracy I'm conjuring in my mind.
Let's
go.
Bring it.
Do you think people can be hypnotized or indoctrinated in small increments, such as subliminal messaging?
Gonna need a little more context there.
Okay, so like through media, right? Through media.
Yeah. But what are you talking about in context? Are you talking about to become soldiers to fight war, or are you talking about buying more French fries? Like
both.
How subliminal are we going?
Both.
And which direction are we going?
Both in severity, right? So to get the masses to
I feel like Arby's could run some ads to make people like them more.
Fucking Arby's, dude. Fuck Arby's.
I told you I'd find a way to get it in here. And I did.
Can we do In-N-Out or fucking Wendy's? God, fucking Arby's.
I don't have In-N-Out here. I have a White Castle, though.
White Castle. Let's go with White Castle.
But yes, I do feel like there's a way to. I don't know if it's necessarily would be through hypnosis though, but I do feel like subliminal messages.
It's a form of hypnosis, right?
We could go. Is it hypnosis though, or is it just subconscious? I mean,
because so from what we deduced is hypnosis is just, tricking your mind, right?
Yeah.
Into doing things, right? If not embarrassing for show, positively for your well-being and health and stuff like that.
Correct.
So, in a sense, subliminal messaging is hypnotizing you into like changing your mind, because
changing your mind or buying a product. Like, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, they still do it in advertising today, but you've probably seen, I don't know if you've taken any marketing classes at any point, or even just sometimes classes in high school, psychology classes and stuff. You see the old advertisements and the subliminal messages they had on those that were, see, you're
Yeah.
smiling. You know exactly what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And I'm sure it worked. And even just the way it is for my mind, it had a whole bunch of thoughts and words and it all made sense, but I can't get them to come out of my mouth in a way that's gonna make it make sense. But yes.
That's crazy.
All of you that just saw that whole like loading screen in my brain and my eyeballs.
Just the shutdown noise.
And we powered off. We gave up. But definitely, I don't know if it could be on a mass scale of something catastrophic, though. I feel like it's just enough to help people basically buy a product or buy more of a product.
Or be unhealthy. Or like...
Yes. Well, yeah, there's that.
Or to even like change political bias, or like
that too.
Racial tolerance.
Yeah. Well, and even, just if you think about it, the way that advertising, the different ways they target advertising towards men and women, even.
Like Carl's Jr.
And it can portray
really
it,
like sexual commercials.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Their commercials. I don't have TV, so I don't really watch TV or YouTube or anything anymore, so I don't see a whole lot of ads. But yeah, their Carl's Jr. ads used to be
don't bother me.
I'm eating, yes, and the whole like ladies with the sauce dripping all over them, all of it. Yeah.
My favorite commercial is
the subliminal messages in there were pretty obvious.
Oh, they weren't hiding them. They were straight up saying, we got bitches over here.
They weren't hiding them from the adults, but the children didn't understand.
Yeah, we had no idea.
But the children were getting the subliminal message. Maybe they do understand, but they didn't realize they were understanding.
Oh, man, I was so that was some Carl's Jr.
Thanks, Mikey. Now we're all hungry.
My favorite commercial of all time happens to be a Carl's Jr. commercial. And it's the stupid milkshake commercial where he's shaking the cow. My favorite commercial of all time.
Oh my goodness.
That thing is all shaking the cow. Oh, yeah.
My favorite commercial was like for Meow Mix.
Meow Mix? Hello, mother? Oh, no, that's a mosquito. That one.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh, God. My other favorite one's the Dorito one. The little kid slaps the shit out of the other guy. Keep your hands off my Doritos. Hands off my mama.
I love that commercial. That was a good one. That was a good one.
There's no Carl's Jr. in Guam. The open one.
Mikey's gonna open a burger joint.
Oh man. So you don't think we can control the masses with hypnosis? Like if we got them all crowded into a room, we turn on like a giant screen.
Not to anything catastrophic. No.
Like have you seen?
Again,
have you seen? The
I think anybody can break it. I think anybody can break it if they want to.
Just somebody in the car. This is stupid.
They just need one of you in the room, and it's not gonna work.
That's a good one. Just everybody around me starts snapping out of it. Like, have you seen The Incredibles? Like the second one, when they have the swirly thing.
Forever. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But no, I don't think we could ever mass hypnotize.
Wait, what?
Oh, the hypnosis on TikTok where they're walking into a red door or something. Remember so there's that. Maybe this is what you're talking about, Mikey, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. but they were like there's that whole thing where you can go and it's a game you play, but you're supposed or like it helps put you in like the stream state and there's all these doors you can go into. And it's like Hat Man or something. I don't remember, but it's terrifying. I would never do it. Don't do it.
Is it a game or is it in your head?
No, it's in your head. It's real, but like if you see him, you die or something.
Well, how do you know what doors you're going into? If someone's
Well, that's the thing. Like you're supposed to like go into them, and I don't remember. I didn't look into it because I wasn't gonna do it, and it scared me.
Sorry, God, I forget.
I don't know. It was scary. It was scary. But yeah, there's some, like I said, there's some pretty messed up ones out there. So you really do have to like. Yes, that's what it says, and I'm not gonna. I don't want to test the theory. I don't want to test the theory out.
This is stupid.
I don't want to test it because it could result in death, and I'm not taking that chance. 2 people, and one is laying down to it, and the other involves her. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so that makes more sense. Somebody has like a list of rules and places, and somebody's being hypnotized and going, "Oh, I'm in this room now." And like, okay, in this room you're gonna see this and that, and then they could be like, "Oh yeah, I see that." Oh, but what's that? And then if you see the guy, you're fucked.
Something like that.
You're
but anyway,
you're supposed to wake him up right away or something like that.
Again, I don't pass. Don't do
send me the link.
You win stupid prizes. Like
stupid games.
I hate people that just don't play, just don't fuck with shit that you shouldn't be fucking with.
I agree.
It's like that woman. There's a thing I saw. She used to have a podcast or something, and she like summoned a demon for her research for her podcast, and I was just like. We talk about some pretty creepy paranormal shit. I would never freaking try and summon a demon for fucking research.
No, I wouldn't either.
You just don't fuck with that.
We're the type that will tell you somebody researched it, but we won't research it ourselves.
I'm not gonna sit there and like I might research how to summon a demon. But I'm not gonna put it into practice.
I remember when I was hosting the Graveyard Shift show for Double the Trouble. He would constantly be like, "Oh, dude, let's do an episode on Suicide Bridge, but let's go and we'll do a seance." Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Did you just hear what you said out loud? God damn, I'm down.
No, when are we going?
I wasn't down. I'll go. But I won't participate in the seance.
No, you don't want to go. You don't want to. Oh my God, are you insane? No, just because you don't participate, the entity can still be there.
No,
and like attached to you.
That's true.
Like if you put a ring of salt around you, maybe
just
and
get
carry
the Febreze sage,
obsidian with you. Like the sage is running low. Too many people buying it because too many people are witches now.
No, turn around, spirit. No, not over here. Yeah.
Oh, have you seen the videos on TikToks of people like finding mimics and shit?
Oh, mimics?
And like recording them? Yeah.
They're a lot of people think that they're skinwalkers, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's this one I saw. Like, I mean, it's hard to tell if they're like if people are doing it or if they're like making their own special effects or they're just adding their own audios. But this one was fucking creepy. Like, ugh. I got chills just thinking about it. But he was like up getting a snack.
Technically.
He was up getting a snack and he was like just trying to eat. And all of a sudden, like, and he had his video camera and he was out like recording his door and you hear this like, open up.
Yeah.
Let me in. Oh, fuck no. Like,
the one that creeps me out are the pets.
Yeah.
Like the when he's like, "That's not my dog." He's like, or like it'll be like a video of a dog trying to get in, like you know how they scratch on the window.
Yeah.
And he goes, "My dog's right here." And the dog's like just looking over there, like, "Who the fuck is that?"
I'm getting all goosebumpy. I'm in my basement. We can't talk about this shit. I'm all like,
I forgot you're in the basement.
My lights are gonna start flickering again.
We'll do podcast episodes on that stuff when the time's right.
Never. No, just kidding.
We will. There's the season.
When I'm not in my basement.
We missed last season, so this season coming up.
I know. We're gonna have to do a makeup instead of doing like a spring and Easter. We'll have to do a creepy.
Oh, Easter is coming up,
April.
huh?
I know. You know, Jesus rose from the dead. We could talk about dead things.
Oh yes, yes. But according to the lore, you're not even supposed to talk about it, because then they'll find you.
Talk about what?
The Wendigos.
What are those?
What did I say they were called earlier?
I don't know,
The
but
mimics,
I need you to use
the
your
mimics.
words. Yeah, what about them?
You're not supposed to talk about them because they'll find you.
No, shit, don't say that. I just talked about them.
I'm thinking right now.
No! I'm all alone tonight. That's not okay.
Shit. Okay, well, bye.
No. No. Tell me it's not true.
I'm just playing. God.
Are you?
Do you want me to? Yes. Ask me to say it and take it back.
Shit. No.
Yeah. Just do a hypnosis. You'll be fine.
I'm gonna die.
Oh,
I didn't know you were supposed to talk about them.
Yeah.
I don't know all the rules.
Yeah, that's why you fuck around. You find out.
Cool. I guess I'm gonna have stories.
Stop talking about it.
It's fine. I'll just make friends with them. It's okay.
Oh no, Shrek! I'm looking down.
Oh my god, that's exactly what it feels like.
Oh yeah.
At least I won't. For once, Mikey, I won't be talking to myself. Daddy, I have this new friend. They're just on the other side of my wall.
Nope. Big nope the fuck out.
I'll just ignore it. Hide under my blanket. Oh god, I don't want to go to bed tonight. I'm scared. Fuck.
Just watch a movie. Like what's a good funny movie to watch?
No, I'm mortified. I'm gonna just take some drugs.
Oh, that would help. Yes. May I suggest mushrooms?
I don't have any.
Like it sounds just
somebody
like
needs to post these rules somewhere so I don't fuck up. I'd known I wasn't supposed to talk about it. I would have just typed it.
But you're talking about mimics. I'm talking about the other ones.
Other ones.
Well, mimics is somebody that like something that mimics, right? And then the other one I'm talking about is a Native American like lore.
Yeah.
It's in the woods specifically.
Okay, so which one's gonna talk to me because I talked about it? Which one's gonna haunt me tonight and come scare the living shit out of me because I mentioned them?
Why would I mention them if I'm telling you not to?
Because I need to know. Oh, god damn it.
We're gonna go ahead and end the podcast.
I'm gonna go get some salt and bathe
Just sit in a
myself
circle. Sit in a circle of salt.
Gonna circle around my whole damn house.
Nah, you're fine. You're fine.
You're lying. I can tell.
I'm not. Why would there be a bunch of videos about it if it's real? If it's true?
Because nobody knows they're not supposed to say anything.
The Native Americans do. Just like you're not supposed to whistle in the forest.
What?
Yeah, that's like another thing they believe too, that you're not supposed to whistle in the forest. Are you anywhere near a forest? Relax.
No, but I might be.
See?
Someday. I grew up near the forest. I whistled all the damn time.
See? Proof that it's not real. See?
Well, now that I'm aware. Maybe I wasn't aware. I was a child. Great. Maybe I'm just possessed and I don't even know it. That would explain a lot.
Don't even think about it.
It's too late. It's going to be on my mind all night. It's fine. It's just content for later. We'll figure it out. And we'll unpack it on a future episode. the whole sleep paralysis I had like in January, as I point over there where it happened.
I might start
But it's
meditating
fine.
again. I forgot how
I'm gonna
that
fucking
improved.
have to now because my anxiety is like sky high because I'm gonna be freaking haunted by demons and possessed. The other thing is my basement lights usually always flicker. They have not flickered once, and it is creeping me out now.
You haven't turned into a robot either.
I did earlier when I was on Discord today. Great.
Why are you bringing oh shit up?
So maybe the demons do opposite things in my house. Instead of flickering my lights and making me turn into a robot, they do the opposite. They fix everything.
Anyhow, I recommend trying some self-hypnosis.
I do too. Is there a way I could like link the ones that we used? Like when you do the
just send them to me, and then when I upload the thingamajiggy,
stuffs.
Mm-hmm. When I upload the episode, I can put those in there. So
we'll do that because they're good. He's a pretty interesting feller.
And his voice is really soothing too. It's like
I wouldn't go that far.
He has a good voice. If it was like Kermit the Frog, I wouldn't be able to take it serious. Kermit the Frog here. You gotta close your eyes.
That's true.
Count to 3.
He had a normal, solid voice. I think is the best way to put it. It's a solid voice.
Yeah.
All right. That was a trip and a half.
I hope you guys enjoyed these episodes of the Rolling Thing podcast. We record these episodes live over at Twitch at twitch.tv/The Rolling Thing. We're live every Tuesday or Wednesday. Stay tuned. You guys can come through. We're live 7:30 Pacific Standard. No, Pacific time. Damn, I haven't said standard in a while.
That happens.
You can find our podcast over on YouTube, on Spotify, Amazon. Find us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Pandora. What's the other one? Samsung. We're on Audible. Hey, Audible. Yeah, look us up. Also, what?
I don't know where we're at.
You can find our TikTok. Follow us on TikTok.
Oh, right.
At the Rolling Thing Pod. Oh no, just the Rolling Thing.
Yeah, if you follow us on TikTok, we follow you back. If you follow us on our personals, that's a little different, but you can always reach out on the Rolling Thick one.
If you have any comments, suggestions, concerns, stories you want to tell us, you can email us at the Rolling Thick Podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Remember, if no one loves you, we love you. Bye.
Bye.